There has never been a time in human history when connection was easier. At any moment, a human being can reach thousands of others. Voices travel instantly across continents. Faces appear through glowing screens. Thoughts are shared faster than they can be fully understood. And yet, humans are becoming more lonely, not temporarily lonely, not situationally lonely, but existentially alone. This is the loneliness paradox. The more connected humanity becomes, the more isolated it feels. And most humans do not understand why. Humans evolved in small groups. For most of their existence, connection meant proximity. Voices carried through air. Eyes met naturally. Silence was shared rather than avoided. Connection was physical presence. Your nervous systems were built to detect safety through subtle signals. In micro-expressions, breathing rhythms, unconscious movements. A tribe was not merely social, it was neurological survival. To be alone once meant danger. Your brain still believes this. But modern connection changed the rules without updating the organism. Now, humans simulate presence without truly experiencing it. Messages replace voices. Images replace eye contact. Reactions replace understanding. The brain receives signals of interaction, but not signals of belonging. And so something strange happens. Humans are surrounded by communication while starving for connection. Loneliness is often misunderstood as the absence of people. But loneliness is not measured by numbers. A human can stand in a crowded room and feel invisible. Another can sit alone in silence and feel complete. Because loneliness does not emerge from isolation. It emerges from disconnection between inner experience and external recognition. Humans do not merely want to be seen, they want to be understood, and understanding is rare. Each human consciousness exists behind an unbreakable boundary. No thought is ever fully transferred, no emotion perfectly shared. Language approximates experience, it never delivers it. You have never truly felt another mind, and no one has ever fully felt yours. Humans believe technology created loneliness, but technology only revealed something older. Consciousness itself may be lonely. Every human experiences reality alone. Your memories are inaccessible to others. Your perceptions cannot be verified directly. Even your closest relationships exist as interpretations inside your own mind. You do not experience other people, you experience your brain's model of them, and they experience a model of you. Two simulations attempting to touch, never fully merging, always slightly separate. This separation is subtle enough to ignore, until awareness notices it. And once noticed, it cannot be unseen. To survive socially, humans develop identities, roles, personalities, versions of themselves optimized for acceptance. You learn which thoughts are safe to share, which emotions must remain hidden, which parts of yourself increase belonging. Over time, something unexpected occurs. The mask becomes more socially connected than the self behind it. Others know your performance, but not your internal reality. And the more successful the mask becomes, the more alone the authentic self feels. Humans then attempt to solve loneliness by increasing interaction. More conversations, more visibility, more exposure. But quantity cannot repair misalignment. Because the loneliness was never caused by lack of attention. It was caused by lack of recognition. Your brain treats loneliness as physical pain. This is not metaphor. Neural pathways associated with social rejection overlap with those activated by injury. Evolution designed loneliness as an alarm system, a signal pushing humans back toward the group. But modern environments confuse the signal. The brain detects partial connection everywhere. Enough stimulation to prevent adaptation, not enough depth to create belonging. Like hunger interrupted before nourishment. You are constantly reminded of connection, without fully experiencing it. And so, the alarm never turns off. Eventually, some humans encounter a deeper question. What if loneliness is not a flaw, but a feature of consciousness? To be aware is to be separate. Awareness requires perspective. Perspective requires boundaries. And boundaries create distance. You cannot observe reality without standing apart from it. The very ability to think may depend on a form of isolation. Consciousness allows humans to understand the universe, but it also allows them to recognize their separation from it. The price of awareness may be loneliness itself. Yet something unexpected happens when humans stop resisting loneliness. When distraction fades, when noise disappears, when external validation becomes quiet, loneliness begins to transform. What first feels like emptiness reveals space. Space for thought, space for creativity, space for self-recognition. Many of humanity's greatest insights emerged not from crowds, but from solitude. Because loneliness and solitude are not identical. Loneliness says, I am disconnected. Solitude asks, what exists when nothing distracts me from myself? And sometimes, humans discover something surprising. The presence they were seeking externally was partially absent internally. Humans fear loneliness because they interpret it as evidence of failure. But loneliness may instead be evidence of awareness, a signal that superficial connection is no longer enough, a transition between unconscious belonging and conscious existence. When understood differently, loneliness becomes less like exile and more like awakening, not proof that you are alone, but proof that you are capable of perceiving depth. And depth is rare. Every human who has ever lived has experienced this quiet separation. Across history, across cultures, across time. Billions of conscious minds, each alone behind their own perception. Yet all experiencing the same condition, which creates a final paradox. If every conscious being feels alone in exactly the same way, are humans truly isolated? Or are they connected by the very experience of loneliness itself? And if loneliness is universal, was it ever meant to disappear? Or was it meant to guide you toward understanding what it means to exist at all?